All right, so what is weightlifter shoulder? Weightlifter shoulder generally means some deterioration of your AC joint, or where your distal clavicle, your distal collarbone comes into your shoulder. Overuse, incorrect lifting techniques can cause deterioration of that bone. Then you end up with a lot of pain into the front of the shoulder. Sometimes it's one side, sometimes it's both sides. Lots of times it is correctable, but you need to change your mechanics, kind of how you're doing things. Otherwise, it's just gonna keep getting worse. So one thing I see that's a common problem when I see a lot of guys who are, or girls that are regularly into exercise and they're experiencing some of this anterior shoulder pain, some of this weightlifter shoulder, is it's a problem with the technique. So usually it's bench press or pressing techniques that we run into issues with. I think lots of times people are taught, go all the way down, get that bar deep to your chest, right? The problem is when you're doing that and you get your arms really far back like this, you start to take some of the use off your pecs and more onto the front of the shoulder here. And that can cause more compression down into the shoulder and cause more irritation here. Generally, if you're doing a bench press, dumbbell press, whatever, and you're feeling it all in the front of the shoulders, that's usually not a good thing, right? You're putting pressure from the anterior delt, you're compressing down over that AC joint and your acromion. It's gonna cause problems. So what you really wanna focus on is when you're pressing, we're staying strong and stable and keeping the force going through your pecs and the muscles you're trying to activate versus coming back too far, putting too much pressure on the front of that shoulder. So we can see the same thing with the push-up, for example. If I kind of relax down, right, and get way down there, my elbows are way high, like this, I can feel it more in the front of my shoulder versus I can stay strong. If I can stay strong and controlled and keep it more going through my pecs. So you gotta be kind of careful with weightlifter shoulder. But if you can correct your technique, you should be able